dun. Does that song sound familiar? It's graduation time. People are graduating. To what? What the hell are these kids going to do out here in a place where there's no jobs anyway? They just spent $40,000, $50,000. All the parents, and they graduating, they boozed it up and had times and this weekend and sex and everything was great this weekend. It's Monday now. What the hell are these kids going to do? No entrepreneurial skills whatsoever. Only the skill to go in, fill out that application, and pray that you can make some money or get a job or someone calls you back. Amongst all the other hundreds and hundreds of people who graduated. And along with all the other people out here now who can't find work. Does that sound intelligent to you? Well, it seems that I'm not the only one that thinks that. I don't know if you guys watched 60 Minutes yesterday, but I'm going to put the link and I want you to look at this, join the debate. Peter Thiel. Who is Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel went to Stanford and he went to Stanford Law School. And he is saying that college is a big waste of time. As I'm sitting here right now, I finished my bachelor's in international business, and sometimes I even ask myself, let me just try to think real quick of something I remember in school. I can vaguely think of things, but nothing that I'm using today. So what does Peter Thiel say? Peter Thiel compares professors to subprime mortgage lenders, selling a dream that really doesn't exist. You go to school and you spend thousands upon thousands of dollars and you're going to get a good job. So $30,000 a year is a good job and they take out taxes? That's poverty. That's not a good job. $50,000 a year is not a good job. You're making after-tax dollars. Okay, But let me talk a little bit more on Peter Thiel. Some of you guys are, who is Peter Thiel anyway? Well, he's only the co-founder of PayPal. And he was one of the first investors to invest in Facebook. Some people kind of compare him to Howard Hughes because of his strange way of communicating. He wants to build these societies that don't actually have to follow the law of the land. They're floating cities, which is kind of interesting, by the way, a lawless society. But anyways, that's the type of things he's invested in, but he can. But now he started this program where he has these kids work on their ideas. They work on entrepreneurial type things. And here's what some people are saying. I am not an entrepreneur. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Okay, so you're right. You got to make some money anyway, right? So why can't you? Here's why I beg to differ with that. Everyone says that they're not an entrepreneur. So that means that some people have ideas and some people don't. Because entrepreneurship is all about executing your ideas. And I haven't met a person in my lifetime that didn't have an idea. And if they didn't have an idea, something was wrong with them mentally. So I want you to tell me for a second. I want you to think that you who is back in that YouTube land right now who is saying, I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm asking you right now, have you ever had an idea? If you answer yes to that question, naturally you're an entrepreneur. Because all entrepreneurship is executing on those ideas did you come up with? So let's take away that you're not an entrepreneur, because naturally every person is an entrepreneur because they have ideas. What you are is a person that is afraid to execute their ideas. Don't say you're not an entrepreneur. You're a person that is afraid to execute their ideas. Either you're a person that is afraid to do it, or you're a person that's not afraid to do it. And those are the only two categories. It's natural. As a kid, it's natural to have ideas. We're human beings. We've been having ideas since when we were playing cops and robbers, and we're imagining, and we're bow, and we see a big monster and we fight the we as human beings have imagined all our life. We have big imagination, but it's when we become adults that kind of dwindles away. And we so-called come up with the realization of, in the real life, those dreams don't come true. And then all of a sudden, we are just plain individuals. Sounds sad, doesn't it? So I'm going to put the link there. I want you to check it out. What else do I have here? Basically, he's talking about, of course, and some of you guys said in my last college video that, trades are better because you don't have to learn English lit and all these other things that you may not want to know, things that you can spend maybe 10 minutes with on Google and find everything else, everything and more that you need to find out about history and all these other kind of things. And he basically just says that entrepreneurship is the way to go. And if you look at his life, you can probably tell that he probably didn't do too bad for himself. Because he was saying that if he had went to Harvard, he probably would have been into that mindset of being forced into a job, and he wouldn't probably be a millionaire as he is today. So, with that said, I want to see what you guys think. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I want to see what you guys think. So, with that said, thank you guys for watching the channel. Please subscribe. I'm going to have a link in the bottom. Watch that video. Very interesting. Until next time, signing off.